All right, we are back. Turn to your neighbor and say he's back again. Right. So, you may have seen some of my videos and you're excited to work out, you're ready to work out. You matter of fact, you might see this, you might pack up your gym bag right now, but you may think, I don't even know what type of workout to do. I got you covered. I'm gonna make it real simple. I'm gonna make it real simple, but it's gonna require you years of study. What I'm going to tell you today is not going to be the end all. It's going to be the end all be all, but it's not going to be the end all be all simultaneously because it's going to take you to acquire. You do something. It's called study. It's called be consistent, right? A lot of you have boot camp syndrome. You take all these classes, you take all these things. It might be Pilates, it might be boot camp, it might be this, it might be that, but you're only going to change so much, if not at all, right? Because you're not progressing. You're just guessing. You're not learning your lesson. You're just guessing. What you need to do, you need to strength train, right? You may think there's some strength training in boot camp, and some it is. If you were ever blessed to be in my boot camp, where I really just, all I did for my boot camp, I took a barbell club and I dieted it down, and I made it applicable to the common man that was coming into my class, because we didn't have barbells at the time, right? We had dumbbells, we had kettlebells. So I had them do all the heavy movements like squats, deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, cleaner presses, one arm rows. Had to do some conditioning stuff like box jumps, whatever, pushing the sled. But the whole point is, my thing was to make you lift heavy enough to elicit a response. Um, Especially with women, some of you are guilty of using the little cute weights. The little cute weights are not going to do nothing. At a certain time, you need to put some weight on that barbell, the dumbbell. You need to challenge yourself. As I say, you need to find you a good strength believing, strength teaching program. We're going to say that again. You need to find you a good strength believing, strength teaching program. What type of program? It doesn't matter. They're all good. They're all good, right? They all use some type of advanced voodoo just to get you from point A to point B to point C to point D, just to get you strong. As I say, you can't go wrong with being strong. What's a good rep range? They're all good. It kind of doesn't even matter. And I'm going to tell you in a second. You really just need to be consistent. One rep range is not going to change your life in one day. It's the accumulation of rep ranges over years, over a progress period of years. Put it like this. If you are a man, your immediate goal is to overhead press 135, to bench press 225, to squat 315, and to deadlift 405. We're going to say that again. Your immediate goal is to overhead press 135, bench press 225, squat 315, or just say 300 pounds, and deadlift 405. If you get to them numbers, your body will have seen some type of change. For a woman, get those numbers up. I would say get to a 200 something deadlift, squash your body weight for 5. Scratch it. We're going to say squat 185, 4-5. If you can squat 185, 4-5, and you're a woman, you'll have seen some change. Your legs will be bigger, your butt will be bigger. You'll just look better. You'll be stronger. More muscle in your body is when your body really elicits that change, right? A lot of times y'all take these classes and you don't change your diet, which is its own different type of sin, right? You're just doing the same, you're just doing certain things. You just running around to make yourself feel good. You're running around trying to be tired. As a decorated and demonstrated, appreciated trainer, the common thing is that we know is anybody can make you tired. Anybody can gas you out. Are you progressing? Are you getting stronger? Are you getting faster? Are you getting better? The second phase of that tier of lifts, I said, one day, and I didn't come up with this standard, one day, overhead press 225, bench press 315, be able to squat 405, and deadlift 500, right? It's not going to happen in a day, but the continued pursuit of this goal will get you the muscles. Get good at pull-ups. Get good at dips. After you get good at pull-ups, add weight to your pull-ups. Add a quarter-pound plate and do that jump for 5. Add a real plate, a 45-pound plate as a plate, and do that jump for 5. After that, progress it up. Currently, I can do 100 pounds for sets of 5. That's just what I do. You do 100 pounds for sets of 5. I can take a plate and do that jump for 10, 12 reps. How did I get that? Well, I've always had a strong back because I've always done like a lot of pulling. As I got leaner in the past few months, past year, no less body fat on my body so I can pull more and just getting stronger, just know how to progress. You got to know how to progress your lifts, know how to progress your movements, get involved with the barbell squat, get in the barbell back squat and the front squat too. Squat period, back squat, front squat, Zercher squat. If you can, you got the mobility, the single leg squat. You do the single leg device. You can even use that the weird little bench and do that. Get good at that. Get good at lunges. Get good at everything. Really just really focus on getting good at compound lifts, compound movements for more than one muscle group at one time. This is not to say isolation doesn't do anything. They're cool. But if you just went in 3 times a week and all you did was curls, you'd be wasting your time. I don't really do a lot of curls. I never really had a big bicep peak. You may say, Bill, you still got big arms. Thank you. But what I do, tricep. My tricep is huge because I do a lot of pressing. Overhead press, bench press, mainly from cleaner presses, strict overhead presses. I don't do any lat raises. I may do them twice a year. I think for me, they're just a waste of time. They're not a bad exercise, but if you can get a good, strong overhead press, you're going to have some shoulder. You see that? How many lat raises do you think I do? None. How many shrugs do you think I do? I don't do it. I haven't done shrugs in over 10 years. But I do a lot of cleans. I do a lot of deadlifts. I do a lot of rows. I do a lot of purposeful man work. And this is not to say a woman can't do it too, because I train women to lift just like me, right? I train women to lift like, quote unquote, like a man. Basically, I train them to be warriors, right? When you do a compound movement, when you got you're squatting, using your core, right? I'm not saying don't do ab work, do your ab work, do whatever. Whatever it is, just get it strong. Learn how to progress. Don't just go in and just do a boot camp. Boot camps are cool for conditioning. They're cool for additional hypertrophy on top of whatever strength movement you're doing. But you need to actually get strong. You need to get with a good strength relieving, strength teaching program. Get good at fives. Get good at 6 reps. Get good at 10s. Fives are great because they're the intermediary between, we'll just say, the middle point between supreme strength and hypertrophy. There's a lot of argument between which is better, but whatever. 6 to 10, 6 to 12 is good because it's a lot, quote unquote, it's easier to get in, get out. But me, my big lifts, I like fives. Fives are cool. Get good at fives. If you have a 500-pound deadlift for 5, you're going to be strong. You're going to have some muscle. If you have a 315 squat for 5, not too shabby. You're going to have some legs, and so on. If you do it for 10, even more better for you. However, in the beginning, it's good to do 5s because when you practice these big movements, you won't burn out so quickly. You'll learn technical mastery and so on. This is not to say you can't do stuff for 6 to 10 reps. All the rep ranges are good. One good thing you can do, you can take whatever barbell movement you have and say, all right, my goal is to get between 15 to 25 reps on average. Learn the Olympic lifts. Olympic lifts are awesome. Snatch, clean and jerk. Somebody might say, oh, they require too much technical stuff. But because I'm going to assume that when you click on my video that you're not a hoe. Because you're not a hoe, you're going to actually do stuff that's difficult. Again, I have an amputated foot. You see me do cleans on my Instagram. It's not perfect, but it's fantastic. It's great. I like doing it. It makes you quicker. It makes you more explosive. Gets you some muscle. Makes you more powerful. Makes you strong. And it just trains your mind to chase the difficult things. I haven't done a seated, seated cable rows, that's cool. I don't do those. I'd rather just do a barbell row. I'd rather do a pen lay row, one arm row if you can. If your gym got hundreds, right? Bent over barbell row is cool. Pen lay row or just strict row from the floor is cool. Basically, get strong with the barbell. If you get strong with the barbell, you will go far in life. This isn't to say that the dumbbells aren't good. They're all great. But barbells will help you. Get strong with the barbell. Olympic lifts. Do some heavy carries. I'm not just teaching you just to chase regular lifts. I'm teaching you how to be strong for life and to be truly, truly athletic, develop an incredible monstrous physique. If you're a woman, you might say, I don't want a monstrous physique. I want to look. You're going to look like a warrior. You're going to look like a warrior princess, right? Do the same thing I'm talking about. Because heavy carries, work your hips, work your glutes, huh? Get your booty big, all that cool stuff. Strong legs. Um, we're going to put this in remembrance for the men. Strong hips, strong legs are great. If you're, how can I say this? If you're righteously married or if you're non-righteously married, basically they're good for you. Good, strong hip extension, if you know what I'm talking about. Try to keep it clean, but humorous at the same time, but you understand. If you don't know what I mean, then don't worry about it. It's not for you, right? What else? I said Olympic lift. Learn some Olympic lifting. Learn some strongman techniques. You may think, what's strongman? Like the good brother Jay, who used to work with me at Balance. Strongman is basically manual lifting for sport. Heavy sandbags, heavy stuff, heavy odd objects. They're going to work your muscles in ways you didn't know you could. Going to get your conditioning up and just get you privy to just a different type of strength. Get all the different muscles in the back that you may not get from traditional lifting. Calisthenics, body weight, dips, lunges, all that, squats, all that stuff. Everything that you do with your body that don't involve a weight. If you're good at it without a weight, put some weight on it and then load it up. Basically, the long and short of this conversation is to pick lifts, progress them, and give it time. Pick lifts, progress them, then give it time. What's a good program? 5x5. Whether you're beginner, medium, advanced, you can progress 5x5 in a multitude of different ways. Look at it online. Don't lift too heavy. Find a manageable weight. Good with the technique, good with the form, and you will prosper. Most of all, give it time. You may say, how long until? Until. I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take you to look. I'm not even going to say look like me. I don't know how long it's going to take you to look like the comic book character. I will say it's going to take longer than a year. It's going to take longer than 2 years. It'll take longer than 3 years. It takes 2 years, in my opinion, for somebody to go, wow, you've really been at the gym. That takes 2 years from a beginner standpoint. And then on and on, you look better and better and better and better and better. But the whole point is find a good barbell teaching, barbell believing program. Find a good strength believing, strength teaching program and get good at it, get strong. If you find a trainer, if your trainer does not know how to teach you the barbell lifts, you need to find a new trainer. I'm going to say it again. If your trainer does not know how to teach you the barbell lifts, you need to find a new trainer. That is the core foundation of any strength training program. Is the core foundation of what any trainer should know. All trainers should know how to teach the lifts. I even go a step further and say a trainer should know how to some type of Olympic lifting. It don't got to be perfect. It don't got to be perfect. You can go get you some Olympic lifting classes, some lessons, lifelong thing. You'll get good at it. What else besides lifting? You can take boxing, plyometrics. You can run. Just be active. Plyometrics are great. Box jumps, burpees. Don't be scared of burpees. Don't be scared of burpees. I'll tell you a cool little story. When I was super heavy, uncoordinated, all that stuff, I'm fresh from the physical therapy. I'm real heavy. I used to have a cane. I used to go to the gym with the cane. I used to put the joint against the wall. Then I'd work out. I was so uncoordinated. I used to have to crawl down, because remember I have an amputation now. I used to have to crawl down on the ground, do a push-up, and then crawl back up. And that was my one burpee. By the time I did that, the whole class did 4, 5, or 6. I didn't care, because really I was just glad to be alive. I was just glad to be lifting weights. I was just glad to be doing what I set my heart out to do, which was to change my life, change my physique, and change my destiny, change my trajectory. I was doing, like I said, doing what was needed so I wouldn't be defeated. Turn to your neighbor and say, he's not gonna be defeated, right? Because he's gonna do what's needed. Do what's needed so you don't be defeated. Learn the barbell lifts. Get strong. Get strong. Get strong. Believe in yourself. Give it time. Be consistent. Be consistent. It's going to take time. It's not going to be no quick one-day thing. It's not a shirt you can put on. It's not it's not some shoes you can put on. It's not a glass of water you can drink. This is a long time. It's some sweat equity, compound interest. This is the very definition of compound interest, is your body. I challenge you to do this. I charge you to do this. Get strong. What if you say, I don't want to lift weights? I ain't got nothing for you. You can walk, you can run, you can jog. I really don't care. I'm here to teach you how to get strong. Get strong. Strength will save your life. It'll keep your hips strong. Your bones will be strong. Actually, strength training is better than cardio for your heart by a slight margin. Again, strength training is better than cardio for your heart for a slight margin. This does not mean you shouldn't do cardio. You should do both. Get strong. Find you a good strength believing, strength teaching program and get to it. It's going to change your life. When do I start? You start today. You start tonight. If you see this message and it's 5 o'clock in the morning and you just waking up, pack that gym bag and get to work. All right? Next time we talk, we'll talk about something else. If you got any questions, you can hit me up. I do consultations. If you live in DC, we can do some training. If you want to schedule some massages, especially if you're a beautiful big four, have a woman, you got like a party, something like that, you can book you some massages. If you're a dude reading this, you want a birthday gift for your lady, and you can holler at me, give her the greatest massages in her life, or I can refer her to somebody else. Whatever it is, be a blessing and give this information to somebody. You may think, Bill, you crazy dude. I am. But again, we're going to recap. Find you a good strength believing, strength teaching program. Get in the gym. Be consistent. Give it time. If you want consultations, we can do some one-on-one consultations, two-on-one consultations. Are they free? No, they're not. If you want to learn about massages, consultation, I do consultations too. If you want to book a massage, I work at spas. I do all this stuff. I do it all. But again, strength believing, strength teaching program. Get consistent. Find a program and stick to it. Avoid adding to the program because that's what some of us do, me included. Avoid adding to the program and just stick to it. All right? Do what's needed. See you on me defeated. Much love to you. And like my old pastor used to say, I'll see you on my next telecast. Have a good one. Good night.